oceans being murdered by us? Is that right? Can someone check facts on that? No need to check facts. This is unfortunately 100% true. Although most of society is aware of the cruel actions and ignorance towards our oceans, we're still surprised to find out that our oceans are dying. We need to take action now before the damage done to our oceans is irreversible. Global warming is a huge important topic that most people are aware of. But people often forget about global warming's evil brother, oceanification. You could say oceanification is like the forgotten Jonas brother. Sorry, Frankie. Okay, so what is oceanification? Oceanification refers to the reduction of pH in the ocean over an extended period of time. This is usually due to an increase of CO2, carbon dioxide, in the atmosphere. And let me tell you, the carbon dioxide levels have increased a lot recently. And 30% of these levels get absorbed into the ocean. In fact, in the last 200 years, 150 billion metric tons of carbon dioxide have been absorbed into our oceans. Although oceanification begins when CO2 is absorbed into the seawater, the root of the problem begins with air pollution and the emissions of CO2 in the atmosphere. The major source of CO2 emissions comes from burning fossil fuels, but CO2 emissions can come from everyday human life. When CO2 is absorbed into our oceans, it reacts with seawater to produce carbonic acid. This carbonic acid is then broken up into bicarbonate and hydrogen. Since hydrogen loves to be number one, get it? Sorry, chemistry joke. They love to make it more complicated. So, some of these ions stay the same. But the other ones react with carbonate, already present in the ocean, to produce even more bicarbonate ions. When CO2 increases in the ocean, there's an increase of bicarbonate ions, an increase of hydrogen ions, and a decrease in carbonate ions. The increase of hydrogen ions is actually what causes the decrease in pH. When something decreases in pH, it's actually increased in acidity. Oceanification can have multiple effects. When there's an increase of acidity in the ocean, early development marine life start to die. Plus, some seaweed start to become invasive in the environment. When there's a lack of carbonate ions, some shell-like forming creatures aren't able to build their shells. Plus, habitats like coral aren't able to build and they start to deteriorate. So, what's next? Well, to decrease levels of carbon already in our oceans, MIT researchers have figured out a way to absorb carbon dioxide out of the oceans and turn it into a transportation fuel. However, we still need to decrease levels of carbon in our atmosphere. We can't do this without the entire society's help. This way, we can replenish marine life and save our oceans.